Hello. Hello. Grab your drinks and stash your goodies because the meeting's going to start in about a minute. All right, everybody take your seats, please. Okay, 7:30. So, good evening, everybody. This is welcome to the first general meeting of the year. I'm your new Commodore, Jim Nagashima. I made it through 2 years. Thank you for attending this meeting. You'll notice we're going to be recording this. Hopefully, we'll be able to put this on YouTube for those that couldn't be here or those of you who will fall asleep during my speech. So, one of those two. Okay, Staff Commodore Dwight Reed, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dwight. All right, I'm pleased to announce your flag officers for this year, 2022. The officer overseeing and responsible for everything inside the clubhouse is our Vice Commodore, Mike McCarthy. And the flag officer in charge of everything outside of the clubhouse is the lovely Rear Commodore, Sally Cohen. And of course, our Junior Staff Commodore, Joe Negran, getting a refill. I'm pleased to recognize our staff, our past staff Commodores that are present tonight. 1991, Dwight Reed and Donna. 2019, John Caldwell. And SCYA Commodore this year? Vice Commodore.
Yes.
Thank you, John. 2020, Laura Ellsworth. Thank you for attending. So it takes a huge team of volunteers to run the club, and I would like to recognize the following appointed officers and board of directors. So when you hear your name, please stand up. Our secretary, Chrissy Neal. Treasurer Steve Stanek couldn't be with us. Walt Simmons, Assistant Treasurer. Port Captain John Huntington, sit there. And let's see. Okay, Board of Directors. Let's see. Second term, Joey Coners is not with us. John Huntington. Jeff Ireland here? No. Rosalia, is Rosalia here? No. Okay. First term, Rwanda Tucker. Miguel Corelli. I don't see Dave Jones and I don't see Mardell. Not here. Okay. All right. Our chair positions are race chair is Bob Hubbard. Assistant race chair is Terry Hanna. Our new house and facilities manager is Rusty Eddy. That's a very big job. IT Video and Networks, Peter Neal. Our webmaster is Troy Bakken. Let's see who else is here. Seabells, Andrea Reed and Barbara Eric. Andrea is here. Is Bowline editor here? Celia Kosich? No? I thought I saw her. Oh. Is she here? There she is. Our Bowline editor. Of course, membership chair is Rwanda. Rwanda. So our food captains for this year are Diana Bakken and Robin Janclays. Also member of the year. Yeah. And our ship store this year is headed up by Joan Palongo and Barbara Hunt. Fantastic job. OD chair, is Dennis here?
Cindy Jensen.
And Cindy Jensen. Oh, she part of that? Okay, Cindy. Our whaler captain is Kent Sykes. And our juniors program, Rick Janclays is president. Rick is here. And secretary is Brad Bergeron. I think Brad was here. Okay. Okay, we got that out of the way. Commodore's report. So, the theme for this year is going to be a salute to service. It's kind of my way of recognizing those people that serve our community and impact our lives. And so it's not just the military. This will include all the police, fire, and emergency responders, our military, our heroic medical personnel, our teachers, educators, our charity, and social workers. So, I want to recognize them in ways this year that we may have not done in the past. I haven't quite figured out how we're going to do that yet, but we will have, maybe we'll just take them around the harbor in a boat and give them a burger, But I hope to do something a little bit more than that. So I'm looking forward to a great year. We have now increased membership and financially stronger. So our club continues to grow. We are currently at 180 regular memberships, and that is up from 151 this time last year. So amazing growth, and we're hoping to be up to around 190 by the end of the year. If Rwanda keeps recruiting people, she's been doing a fantastic job. I really believe that the reason we're able to get members through the winter time, which is kind of unusual, is because we have a lot to offer here at this club. We have wonderful food program, we have a race program, a cruise program, everything that you could want in the boating community. And it entices people, and we are really a pretty good value for the money. So we're going to continue to grow our membership. And
Program.
what?
A party program.
And a party program. We have great parties. Financially, we continue to be strong and profitable. At the end of 2021, we had a net income gain of $55,367. This is really great, $55,000. Now, a lot of that was because we had some rent reductions earlier in the year. So we saved some money there. But our food program and our board program are all positive and showed very strong sales. Our building fund, which is designated for capital improvements, was $37,000 at the end of last year.
That's great.
Now, we had to use $10,500 to replace the 2 broken ice machines out in the patio. But we will get another $24,000 added to the end of the year. So we have enough money to do some capital improvement projects this year. And we're going to make the club better and stronger and a lot better. I'd like to report on the Commodore's Ball. That was held 2 weeks ago on the 15th at the Navy Golf Course in Cyprus. And by most measures, it was a very successful event. Thanks for everybody that attended. We had a professional photographer there, and he posted glamour shots on our website, and everybody looked a lot better. than they do at the club. So save those pictures. And I would like to say that we actually brought that in below budget. So quite an accomplishment. Okay, and then I was gonna talk about the Marine Advisory Commission presentation, but Joan wanted to say a few things, so I'm gonna bring her up for a short report.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so again, thank you all for supporting the ship store. This is our first attempt. And we'll try to have it at the general meetings. And then once I learn how to run the credit card machine, if I'm here on a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday or a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday and you see me, which I'm usually am here, feel free to stop me and I'll, try to accommodate what you want. Okay, so like Jim was saying, we just had a really huge win on January 27th when the Marine Advisory Commission subcommittee said that they would not recommend installing parking meters in Alamitos Bay. That's really huge. And for those of you who don't know, that started back in May of 2019 when 2nd and PCH we started to charge $30 for parking, and so everybody was over in our free parking lot. So we've been fighting this for 3.5 years. But the fight is not over, but that was certainly a big step. Many have asked, why didn't the MAC shut this down? Well, because that's not in their charter. The MAC is a commission. They don't have veto power. They have the power to review and recommend. Evidently, it was there are 27 different commissions that advise the city. It was one of the few times that a commission actually didn't rubber stamp and said, no, we're not going to accept this. This kind of, I hear, has kind of sent a chill up the backbone of the city. Yay. And the MAC is also bound by the Brown Act, which is actually not named for Jerry Brown, which I thought it was. Anyway, the Brown Act, which was created to avoid basically backroom deals. So it's good for that, but it also really ties their hands as to what they can say, how they do say it, how they communicate. Basically, a better way to not to get something done than to get something done, but that's their rules. So in addition to the MAC, we also had a big win from Whit Lattimore, who is Bandcamp, who was our master leaseholder. Also, he is a leaseholder for Ballast Point, everybody in the landing, everybody in this thing, the crab pot. So he wrote a really strong letter to support the MAC's recommendation to not proceed with this. And he said, paid meter parking would be a serious detriment not only to the public and to the boat owners, but to all the businesses that have invested in and along Marina Drive for he's been involved 28 years. Managed parking for employees, patrons, and out-of-town visitors is all well and good, but all that can be controlled without paid meter parking. I think having his endorsement and his involvement in this is huge. We also have letters from the Southern California Yachting Association, right, John? And the Association of San Pedro Bay Yacht Clubs. We are also soliciting all of the retailers to write their own letter. West Marine attended that meeting. It was huge. So whose idea was it to put paid parking in here? Anybody know? Who wants to guess? Nope.
City council.
Nope. It started by the $30 a day that 2nd and PCH wants. That's what kind of got him. But the Public Works Department, the people that control all of the parking lots in Long Beach, the people who have the bulldozers and the meters and the workers, so we found this out because Dave Booker did a public records request, which I didn't even know you could do that stuff, and went back to, okay, what were the purchase orders, what was written, and so the direction for that Public Works gave to Walker Consulting was to expedite, this will just piss you off. I can't believe it. I mean, it took us 3.5 years to get to this, to understand it. Okay, expedite parking usage and demand to create a report necessary to justify a metered parking plan for ABM to present to the California Coastal Commission by mid-November 2019 to allow for the permitting process to be finished in time for the summer of 2022. All Walker did was what they were paid to do, which was $116,700 by Public Works. We don't know of any other departments that support this plan or city staff or anything. And the plan included a lot of hardships. I'm not going to go through all those. A couple things you need to understand. This marina is self-sufficient. It is an enterprise system, has been since about 2014 or 15. 90% of the fees to run this marina come from slip holders. That be you. 90%. The other 8% comes from merchants. So we have a voice. Although, you know, honestly, before I got involved with this, I thought Tidelands had funds. And what they wanted to do, this was a money grab. What Public Works wants to do is to take the money from the marina, from the parking, the paid parking meters, and give it all to Tidelands. So we're gonna have all the burden, and Tidelands is gonna get all the money. So Dave and Rich Winslow and I came up with this list of 6 concerns. I'm not gonna go through those. But anyway, it was a very strong argument. The MAC bought that, has turned it into it escalated as far as they can. So the next steps are, and an important thing with this is to have people show up. We can have really convincing arguments, but I think that having all of the club and the BOA and everybody come to this meeting has shocked them, quite honestly. And that's what's going to get heard. So February 10th at 2:30, save the date, there's going to be another virtual meeting, and this will be the MAC meeting where they finally sign off on, where we hopefully they sign off on the recommendation of the subcommittee.
Joe, what is MAC?
The MAC is the Marine Advisory Commission. One of the commissions, and they do that. They advise and the city on what to do with the marina. And there's other stuff they do too. So again, the MAC doesn't have veto power, but we hope that we've made a convincing enough argument that it will not go to the city council. If it does somehow go to the city council, then we will show up there, and if they somehow approve it, which we hope they won't, but anyway, if they somehow do, then it will go to the Coastal Commission, and we are like 100% sure, 99 or 120%, Dave, what would you say? 99% sure that the Coastal Commission would not approve this. Second and PCH isn't under the Coastal Commission. We are. So again, we'll tell you, keep you advised through the scuttlebutt. But please, it really makes a difference when you show up to those meetings, virtual or not. They count noses, and that's really important. And I am so pleased actually to be here saying that the MAC went as far as they did go. And again, Dave and Rich.
Yeah, you know what? The big influence was really our club members showing up with pitchforks at these virtual meetings. And Joan really is the spearhead of this effort to stop meter parking.
It's not because of the yacht club, but because I'm the EVP of the Long Beach Marina Boat Owners Association, which John Todd will not be involved in. And so BOA has more of a broader stance. We're going to be having a membership drive pretty soon, so everybody sign
Yep.
up.
Okay, well, thank you, Joe. That was great. It's now time to introduce our new member. So, Rwanda Tucker, please come up and introduce the new club members.
Thank you, Jim. Welcome, everybody. Gosh, this is a great crowd for a meeting. This is great. Keep it up. Thank you, Joan, again, and Dave. Thank you for all your hard work and all your research. This has been a magnificent accomplishment that we don't have parking meters sitting right outside of our entrance here. I mean, we can't ask for anything. That's fabulous. So, anyway, I want to start by saying one thing. You all have membership cards, okay? You have the card, and on the back of your card, there are some little stickers, okay? And the stickers on the card are 2020 and 2021. You will be receiving a sticker to put in the third space down here that says 2022. This has nothing to do with the effect of opening the door. This is just a sticker so that if you go to another yacht club or whatever, it shows that you're a member in 2022. These stickers will be coming with your quarterly statements, or they may be mailed separately, especially like for those that pay yearly, then it'll be coming in a separate piece of mail. So when you get something from the yacht club and you think, oh, well, this doesn't apply to me, I've already paid my dues, open it and make sure that you have your little sticker for the back of your membership card, okay? That's it on that. Okay, now, we have 4 new members this month, which is a big accomplishment, I think, for January, because who wants to join a yacht club in January, right? Okay, well, there are some people that do, and we're very happy about that. First of all, I have 2 members that were not able to make it. One of them was here Sunday night, and he met a few of you. His name was Michael, and he was here. I introduced him to a lot of you members, but it's his daughter's birthday today, so he couldn't make it tonight. So that's Michael, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of him. He's very interested in sailing, and he's interested in a sailboat, but one of the things that he has been approached with is that, oh, I have a Catalina 42. This is for you. He's never put foot on a sailboat before, so I don't know. I mean, having been a sailor, I'm not sure that starting with a Catalina 42 is the way to go. So maybe he should start by at least getting on a sailboat. All right, so that's Michael. All right. Another member that was on his way here and he got delayed, he's stuck in Moore Park. And his name is Kevin, his wife's Venestine, and he's a retired pharmacist, and really, really nice couple, and they're very involved with real estate and rentals and stuff like that. So I'll try to get them for the next general meeting and introduce them to you so they can speak for themselves. Also, just arriving is David. David Pimlet, would you please come up here, please? So we do have somebody that did come to the meeting. And David, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? I know that you're in real estate and you live in Seal Beach. So, what else?
I do. I live in Belmont Shore. The Englishman, I think I met Peter. Was it Peter? I've lived over here about 34 years now. I'm an American citizen, yes, after two years ago. And moved from England. I was a mechanic on Formula One race cars, Indy cars. Came out here, did the Grand Prix. Never in my life did I ever think I'd live in Long Beach. Back then, when I was doing the Grand Prix, so did settled down here. Loved it. I love Long Beach. I've been here about 6 years in Long Beach now. Lived everywhere else, and always wanted to live in Long Beach. But the water, the ocean, the mountains, the desert—that's my passion. I'm an outdoors person. I really need to learn how to sail as well. Been on lots of sailboats, but not quite got the hang of it yet. But I'm good at swabbing decks, so if you need somebody to swab the deck, I'm good for that too. Yeah, there we go. But other than that, that's it. I'm a local realtor here, like you said earlier. So.
And your wife?
Oh, my wife is actually. I forgot about her again because I've got to go to the airport to pick her up tonight in about 2 hours. But she's Canadian. We just got married last July. I've known her for 50 years. Dated her for 13. Engaged 9. I just want to make sure I had the right gal. So she's flying in. She's on the plane now. Oh, Donna. Donna. Oh, Donna. She's a nice gal. Yeah. But that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Stay up here, we're gonna take pictures. Okay. Next, we have a family. This is incredible. We have this fabulous family. First of all, they're all sitting here in front of me, and they're just amazing. I don't even know where to start. First of all, Daisy she was in a big rush to join the club because she wanted to give her husband and her son her husband's birthday present. So when she came here to interview, she came with her husband, Luis, and so they're both standing at the door, and I'm standing there and I'm going, does he know that you're here to give him a birthday present? And she goes like this, and then I go, can I tell him? And so she does this. So they're both standing at the door, and so Luis is standing there, and I go, happy birthday, Luis, and he looks at me like, my birthday's not until February 6th, and I said, well, happy birthday anyway. This is your birthday present. So anyway, I'd like to bring up Luis and his co-member, son, thanks to Daisy, Eddie. So Luis and Eddie, would you come up, please, to start with? And I want you to tell us about yourself, but I also want to let you know that Eric is a cousin who is here for a short time and taking some classes here. He's from Brazil, and unfortunately he has to go back home on Saturday. But Eric is part of the family, so I'm so happy he came tonight, and he's actually going to be wearing a Seal Beach Yacht Club t-shirt when he goes home. Because Eddie made him buy a t-shirt. So Eric has a t-shirt too. So great family. Daisy, I want you to come up too, because this is all because of you. So come on up here, Daisy. And I'm going to have Luis tell you about himself, and then we'll have Eddie talk a little bit about himself. Great family.
Well, it's an honor to be here, first of all. You know, I've been in the United States since 1986. I started Union Carbide Company in Chicago. And that's the reason people join the club in January. That's the main thing, right? So my wife is an amazing person. She's been the mentor of many things that I have done in my life. You know, one of the things that I love is boating. But you know, we've been dreaming boating, doing things for many, many years. So we finally bought a boat, you know, a Bayliner, which I love Bayliner. 38 Bayliner, 1992. There's a lot of engineering to be done, which, you know, I'm doing, and it's getting very, very nice. And, you know, short things for you. I have expertise in few things that I hope to help you guys. Okay, in the wine industry, I do wine separation. I'm a chemical engineer that I do a lot of wine separation, yes. Doing with big companies like E&J Gallo, and some other companies, from a few of them in the North California. So I bounced back from the South and North California. So that's one of the areas that do a lot of things in the energy side. We've been involved in a very interesting project here in Carlsbad with the algae, convert algae to energy and also to medical purpose. So we're involved with capture CO2 and produce algae as well. So that's engineering thing. That's what I was this afternoon. Eddie He's my best friend. Yeah. He's amazing environmental engineer.
Talk into the mic, please.
Yeah. So, okay, see, he's amazing environmental engineer. He's a guy that wants to do everything on the environmental area. And he's the reason I'm here. So, thank you.
And Luis is very interested in doing a wine tasting program here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because he's the expert and he travels all over the world so he can bring us some fine wines to taste. So we just need to get him on the program right away. He's very anxious, okay?
I have not said I've been 60 countries in 4 continents. This is the best country in the world.
All right, Eddie, you're next.
Wow, it's tough to talk after that introduction, I'll tell you that. But you know, I'm so thankful for my dad. He actually got me into boating. He's always wanted a boat, got that Bayliner, and you know, we're practicing fishing right now. You know, we hope to land some halibuts. We hope to, you know, get really good. So we're working on it right now. But you know, I'm just so thankful to be here. My dad's an inspiration. You know, I started studying environmental engineering because of him. You know, he brought me to all the plants. You know, he brought me to all the wineries, wastewater treatment plants. You know, I learned from him since high school. So he's been a really great mentor to me. And you know, right now we're just trying to be great fishermen, and you know, just trying to be an awesome asset for the club. So thank you for having us. And really appreciate it.
We're going to take a group photo. You can line up here, please. Robbie. Yeah. So the new members in the middle and the flag officers at the end. Yeah. Daisy, you're in the picture. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Yeah. Group hug.
Group hug, really group hug. Yeah, we don't want to. Okay.
Move in just a little, Louise, closer, no, to your right, to your right, to your
Everybody
right.
to the
All
right.
right.
No, this is how it's back up. I am. Yeah. No.
Rhonda, stand up.
Okay.
Good?
Okay, no, one more. Okay, Sally, now, squeeze in just a little.
Oh, we're squeezed.
I mean, this is such a cool picture.
Come on. All right, are we done? We're done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you. And one thing we're going to start this year is we're going to be posting the pictures of the new members in the scuttlebutt with a little bit of small bio. So they'll recognize you if you skip out on the bar or something like that. Okay, we're at that point where we're going to hear from the Seabells. Andrea, are you ready to come up? All right.
Okay, everybody hear me all right? Keep my chin on the mic. Okay, we've had a good, strong start to the year. I'm going to tell you what we've done already and what's coming up. January 8th, we had a birthday night dinner, and the highlight was Ski celebrated his 97th birthday. And we also had Steve and Marie Stanek, who have been members since 1964, celebrating their 24 years of marriage. Then January 19, we had a luncheon at the California Pizza Kitchen hosted by Catherine Flippen. And January 23, everybody met at the Crooked Duck Restaurant, and then we walked around the corner to the Long Beach Playhouse to see Murder on the Orient Express, and everybody really liked that. That was a lot of fun. These are the kinds of Seabells activities, Daisy, that all the women who are members are automatically Seabells, and you're invited to join us for these activities. And keep an eye on the scuttlebutt because we have all the flyers to let you know what's happening. So coming up next Sunday, we're all going to Calaveras Restaurant in San Pedro for lunch, and then we'll go and see a flamenco show at the Warner Grand Theater. And this is especially fun because Mary Recker is a club member and she's one of the dancers. Then our Friday night dinner is February 11th. And that is our Valentine's dinner party. It's a fundraiser for the Seabells. We're having a prime rib dinner for $30, and there'll be music for dancing. And then we have February 22nd, a luncheon hosted by Rosalia Batanero at the Bistro Saint Germain in Seal Beach. And then February 26th, we have a birthday night dinner with a Mardi Gras theme. That's it.
Thank you, Andrea. Before I turn this over to Mike, I got a request this evening from Troy, our webmaster, and he said, can we move up the meeting a little earlier? And I talked it over with the flag, and it's a unanimous decision that we're going to start at 7 o'clock. And we'll have tacos at 6, starting, so, you know, make sure, we'll put this out in Scuttlebutt too, because you don't want to miss out on tacos, right? So the new schedule will be, we'll start tacos at 6, and then at 7 o'clock we'll start the meeting. Start early, get out early, okay? Okay, with that, our Vice Commodore Mike McCarthy is up to report on what's happening inside the House. Mike?
Thank you, Commodore. It's been a busy start to the year, and it's great to see so many of you enjoying the club and all the activities we've had so far. The year started out with a successful Commodore's brunch on New Year's Day with the three of us, kind of preparing omelets to order with, I'd say, varying degrees of success.
Thank you all.
Everyone seemed to enjoy themselves, and nobody ended up in the hospital, so all good.
It was a success.
All good. It was a success. Followed up with 2 Monday night football games hosted by Robin and Diana, along with well-attended Friday night dinners, grill your own Sundays, several other events and parties during January. Our food program continues to feature Friday night dinners, $7 to $10 Saturdays, depending on what our volunteer chefs are preparing, and Sunday grill your owns. The Friday night dinners are prepared by Fernando, and prepaid reservations are required to control costs. I'd like to ask everybody again to, if you plan to attend our Friday night dinners, please make reservations by noon on Thursday. It's become more problematic. We need to have the reservations in so Fernando can order the food, avoid a lot of waste. You know, we continue to have late reservations and walk-ins, and while we've been able to accommodate everybody, you know, we're gonna have to, it makes planning a whole lot more difficult than it should be. So please, if you're planning to come on a Friday night, make your reservations early by Thursday so we can make the orders in and take care of business. Coming up this Friday, we have this Friday crispy chicken parmesan. We already have a whole lot of people have signed up, but if you're going to sign up, please sign up early. Next week, as we just heard, the Valentine's Day party and prime rib dinner, that will be really more important to sign up early. Following week on the 18th, beef bourguignon, and on the 25th, chicken cordon bleu. So we have some really nice meals coming up. please jump in there, make your reservations early so we can do the proper orders. We've had a slow start to Saturday night dinners due to private events as well as the Commodore's Ball. But that's going to change over the course of this month, starting with this Saturday's, where those of you who have already signed up will be treated to a delicious $10 tri-tip dinner prepared by Dave and Debbie Bachman, followed by a pub quiz night hosted by Chrissy and Peter Neal. This is a big deal. We've sold out the dinners already because they were limited, and so if you haven't signed in, I'm sorry. The dinners have been limited, but the pub quiz night is open to all. So show up, enjoy the club, enjoy a very fun evening hosted by Chrissy and Peter. On the 19th, Commodore Jim will again be calling out bingo numbers, and Eric Cohen will be cooking our sausage kielbasa. And finally, on the 26th, the Seabell's birthday night, as was mentioned earlier. Our bar captain, Jeff Ireland, and Jamie Bittner, along with our great bartenders, continue to have the bar services running smoothly. On a staffing note, Susanna resigned after obtaining a full-time position elsewhere. I made an offer to someone who unfortunately didn't follow through, so I've made arrangements to interview several other people. I interviewed one today, and I'm going to interview 2 more on Thursday. So hopefully we will have somebody starting soon to assist Teresa and Aura. In the social calendar, coming up in February, we have the Seabell's Valentine's Day party on the 11th, Super Bowl party on the 13th, with the LA Rams versus Cincinnati Bengals. Again, Robin and Diana are again hosting what we expect to be a full house event. So please get your reservations in so they can make some reasonable plans for this, what should be a really good event. On the House side, with the board's approval and lots of help from House Chair Rusty Eddy, we have new ice machines that have been installed and they're fully operational. I'd also like to mention the Facilities Development Committee will meet next week for the first time in a while to start to look at other projects we need to plan for in the coming months and years to maintain this facility. Please reach out to me or Jim or Rusty for that matter if you have any particular projects that you'd like to see the club tackle over the coming years, so we can put them in the list and start to prioritize things as we go forward.
Don't break anything.
Well, yeah, don't break anything is good. It's a good plan. Ship Store has been open this evening, and I hope you've all had a chance to take advantage of some of the great clearance sales. And they'll be open again as we go forward in various events. Finally, the club rentals. We have one more weekend party coming up this next Saturday, the 12th. The club will be closed that evening. There's a bunch of other club rentals during the week. But other than that, we're open for business and looking forward to seeing all of you in the coming weeks. Commodore, that ends my report.
Thanks, Mike. I can vouch that. Oh, yes.
How do you sign up for the Valentine's dinner? I spent an hour on the internet today trying to find how to sign up. There's no place to sign up.
You know what? I just asked Troy to post that.
Okay.
So there will be very soon, right, Troy? The Valentine's dinner has not been on the website yet, but it will be.
I spent an hour today trying to find it.
Yeah, well, good luck. But Troy assures me that it will be up very soon, right? Yeah. Okay, it's a prime rib night for $30, so it's gonna be very, very delicious. Okay. Anyway, I could vouch that the Vice Commodore year is a very tough year, and Mike's been doing a terrific job. Thank you, Mike. All right, next, our Rear Commodore, Sally Cohen, is coming up to tell you what's going on the water.
It's going to be a wonderful year on the water. My theme for this year is be welcoming, and that means to everyone in the club and especially our new members. We have an excellent racing and cruising program planned for this year. Right now, our race committee is busy with our Saturday sailors, and some of you here are sailing and doing all that, and it's so much fun. And you learn by doing. The Midwinters Regatta, sponsored by SCYA, will soon be coming in February 19th and 20th for our various sailing classes. We're going to participate, as far as I know, from Bob Hubbard, but we're going to see, because you never know what's going to happen next. You just have to play it as it comes. The Race Management Committee held their first meeting on Monday, January 17th. And this meeting was highly informative. And Bob Hubbard and Terry Hanna, our race chairs, are busy getting this year organized. Kent, would you stand up a minute, please? Come on. I'd like to thank you for doing all the work on our whaler that you've done, and also on everything else. You're very mechanically talented, and we appreciate you continuing on. Thank you, Kent. He is maintaining our Racer Chaser, which I'm going to go out in once the weather gets a little better. And we're going to take a little trip over to where our wonderful trailer is stored, which, according to Kent, is quite an undertaking into the yard, right? So Tony Stroud has volunteered to be our finish line captain this year and coordinator. Tony, are you here? No? Where are you? Tony, good, thank you. She's going to be advertising in Scuttlebutt for people to help on that finish line, because that is a wonderful experience. You get to look at the sunsets, you get to have good times with people, and still get our race results in every day of Pop Tops. How many of you know when Pop Tops starts? Oh, okay, Nancy, I know you do. Anybody else? It's May. Okay, so it's coming up very soon, and it's we are so proud of our racing program, because it's known throughout Southern California as one of the best racing programs in all of this entire state. So we should be proud of that. Now, cruise planning. Mardell Gardner, our cruise captain, is in Mexico right now, enjoying a wonderful vacation, so she's not here. She's lucky. Sending those pictures on Facebook. Oh, wonderful time. Anyway, I ran a copy of our cruise schedule and put it on all your tables. And we're going to be talking about our cruises tonight a little later on. All of the information is going to be in Scuttlebutt, so keep an eye on for those flyers. And be sure to sign up. Memorial Day is already booked, I understand, from those.
You can still get a mooring ball.
Good, excellent, thank you, Kim.
You can get a mooring.
But anyway, we're trying to work that one in at BCYC to have participate in a dinghy parade with funny hats on, and then going into brunch. But I have to make sure that BCYC can take our 60 or 50 people, whatever it is, in. But we're working on it. It's going to be fun. Now, future events. As I said when I ran for your rear Commodore position, I want to have a lot of extra things to do, such as land cruises for those who don't have boats. I want to have Power Squadron informational meetings because that's important. How many of you have taken a Power Squadron course? But we're not going to get into all the details, but I know I wish I had when I first tried to do the anchoring on my husband's 30-foot boat. That was an experience, but we did it. I also want all members to work and know our new members. So we're going to have some dinghy cruises, electric boats, events, and I'm going to ask our cruise captain and fleet captain to work as a team to get them organized and publicized. Okay? I want to recognize my flag right now. Fleet captain is John Schroeder. I don't think he's here tonight. Port captain John Huntington. Our whaler captain is Kent. He's still here, I think. Race chairs are Bob Hubbard, and of course, assistant race chair is Terry Hanna. Cruise captain Mardell Gardner. Finish line captain Tony Stroud, and thank you, Tony, for coming tonight. And last, we have Commodore Splash. And right now, I would like to call up our Commodore Splash for a little talk. Come on up, Commodore.
Thank you, Commodore. Thank you. First of all, there are probably some of our new members that have no idea what Commodore Splash even means. So I want to give you a very brief history. I've been a member of the club for half of my lifetime. Wow.
At least.
And that's a long time. But, and during that time, we've had many people that have assumed this position. And some of them were called Lieutenant Splash, some of them were called Commodore Splash. There was even a Commander Splash, I think. You've been all of those things. Admiral Splash. And so when they asked me, well, nobody asked me. Last year, I was the rear Commodore, so I got to choose them. And I chose myself. And instead of being Commodore Splash, I decided to promote myself, and I am Commodore Splash. So, that's it. Let me tell you what this is all about. We have people in this club that are clumsy. We have people in this club that make mistakes. And so there are several awards have been offered over the years. And one of those awards was the Splash Award. And that usually happened because somebody slipped on the dock or stepped off the swim step after they've had maybe a couple of glasses of wine and ended up maybe just a foot in the water or maybe more. And so that was the Splash Award. And then there was the Ouch Award. Somebody didn't quite make it to the water, but they ended up maybe with a cast. We don't like to make fun of people that make horrible mistakes, but minor mistakes, we can ridicule them a bit. And then there's the Screw Up Award. Oh, we've had so much fun with that one. Most often it's been somebody just pulling out of the slip with their power cord's just plugged in. I must admit, I got the award for tying a poor bowline, and the dinghy just drifted off. And you would think that my lovely wife, who is my support, my love, she turned me in. Okay, so that's the history of this. But tonight, I'm so happy that this early in the year, and it's rare that this early that we can have an awardee. I would like to call up New Brad. Brad, you were totally ratted out. And before you say a word, please stand right there.
Okay.
And I will call my first prosecuting witness,
There were no witnesses.
Dan Davia. Well, are you, before you say anything else, are you sworn to tell the truth, the whole truth? You can take the Fifth Amendment. Dan, you have the podium.
To Brad's defense, there may or may have not been a little bit of fine whiskey involved in this endeavor.
Scooch in a little closer, be nicer to Dan.
I saved his life last Sunday night.
Now you saved my life.
Oh! I was in the companionway. I hear. I might have been a little intoxicated myself. But, no, not at all.
Not really, just a
And
little.
I come out and I see his head in the water. With a big smile. So I reached down, but he's more concerned about his phone than himself. It's just somewhere in the water. It's gone. It's more expensive than bread. But yeah, pulled his ass out and survived. He lives. Till another day.
He lives.
There we go.
So
Your
what
turn.
happened?
So actually what happened was...
There were no witnesses, by the way.
Only a rescuer.
I went down to the dock to just look at something. Wait, first of all, Dan, and I know better than to do this. I already was at one football game. I come back and Dan goes, "Here, try some of this." And it's some of Dan Davia's wonderful selection, which he brought with him. And I don't know what it was, but oh my God.
Did it taste good?
Yeah, I think so. But
So they say.
so I went down off the boat for a second, and I dropped my phone and jumped in the water to get my phone. So that's kind of what happened.
Kinda?
And,
Can you define kinda?
You're gonna stay with that
Did you get your phone?
no, actually, I have a brand new 13, which I bought Monday. I know exactly where my phone is.
There's an app
Right
for that.
under Galatea.
Oh, you're blaming Commodore?
Well, I wanted a new phone anyway, so it kind of worked out really well. I mean, there is a silver lining. Phones are expensive, though. But yeah, that's kind of what happened, and I'm so glad that my buddies invited me here tonight. But yeah, I feel pretty good though.
Look good.
Which award did he get?
And I would say that if everybody is as good a sport, we should be so lucky. Thank you. Thank you. I want to say, and gentlemen, you are excused.
Yay!
Run.
Should they go to the
But I want to say one more thing. The cruising season is just beginning. There's going to be stuff happening. You've got my number. Call me. This is a lot of fun. But I would like to know ahead of time, because I like to have videos of all of this. Tonight was a little ad hoc. Thank you, Commodore. But next time, let's make a bigger net. Never mind.
Did they get the Splash Award or the Screw Up Award? Or both?
All of the above. And if he got a bruise, he even gets the ouch award.
Thank you very much, Commodore. That is so much much fun. And I am encouraging our cruise directors and Mardell to take plenty of videos of what's going on in the cruises. So you just never know when you might have a video. So, next, I'd like to call up our members of the year. That is Troy, Diana, Robin, and Rick, to talk about spring fling. And let's give them a hand for members of the year. Well deserved.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you very much. And on behalf of my cohorts in crime here, we're very honored to have received members of the year. So we do a lot. We hopefully thank you. Actually, they're the ones that do everything. Rick and I, all we do is collect Captain Splash awards. Honestly, I've got 2. Rick's got how many? 3. Yeah, so you'll get yours. You just got to be around for a while. So I love the cruise program, and this year the first cruise of the year is the Spring Fleeing Cruise, and that's coming up. Actually, I didn't even write the date on there. There's a flyer on the table that has the date, March 18th. So it starts off Friday with a mixer up here, 3 to 5. We'll provide beer, wine, and snacks, and there's also raffle baskets that Diana and Robin put together that are amazing. They're packed full of good stuff, so you can buy some raffle tickets to bring a little cash for that. And that Friday night, you're going to be on your own for dinner. So Friday night dinner is always a good option. That night is barbecued chicken. This would be delicious. You do have to RSVP for that, so make sure you do that. Then Saturday, the fun starts. We have our omelet bar with our resident celebrity chefs, Rick, Dennis, and Mark Main. Will be grilling your custom-made omelettes. We also have Eddie's famous Bloody Marys and mimosas. If you haven't had an Eddie Bloody Mary, you've missed out. And that's that the brunch is when we're going to draw the tickets for the raffle baskets, the winners, that is. So then Saturday, the mayhem starts. So we're having a dinghy parade that starts at 1 o'clock. Feel free to decorate your dinghy, wear your club colors, put a burgee on, put on your Seal Beach Yacht Club shirts. We're going to have a 4-stop specialty drink tour, and that's going to be hosted by our club members, hosted and donated. We'll hand out the map at the brunch so that you know where to go. And so these are actually going to members' boats, and so we can dinghy around. And if you have a dinghy and you're going to be in it and you have room, invite a member that might not have a boat so they can come along and experience that from the water. But if you don't have a dinghy, you can still participate in the event. You can walk to any of the boats. So you'll get a map, and please come join us for that. And then Sunday is the Sunday Fun Day. So that is when we have our burger bash and a band. So we have live music. Tres Hombres will be here on the patio. This is our membership fundraiser or membership drive event as well. So we'll be inviting potential members to come in and enjoy a free beer and a free burger. And they'll be wearing the paper name tags like we all used to wear when we forget our real name tags. And we're going to put a gold star on it. So that day, if you're here and you see a member with a gold star, make them feel welcome. Just introduce yourself, talk with them, make them feel comfortable. And let's see. I think that's it. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you got it.
I'm going to double check. Robin, do you want to talk just a little bit about a couple things on the Super Bowl, so that Super Bowl party that people need to know for those that are attending?
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Was there something about appetizers?
Yeah, everyone bring an appetizer. We're gonna have tables set up. Bring your own, enough to share. It's gonna be fun. Be here.
She's
We
gonna
already
kill
have
me
90
later.
people signed up. So right.
Yeah, so if you do come, bring an appetizer to share. So that's important. We're not feeding 140 people, and there'll be about 140, maybe 150 people here. We'll probably hit capacity. So I just want to make sure it says that on the flyer and in the scuttlebutt, but make sure if you come, you bring something. Anything else?
Sign up online?
Oh yeah, so you do have to sign up online for the Super Bowl party.
And is there a pool?
There's Game of Chance. There's no pool. There's a Game of Chance.
It's already pretty much subscribed.
Yes, there's a lot of games of chance. Several options for your games of
Bring your
chance.
cash.
Okay.
For your games of chance.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Are we good?
No, that's it.
that's it. Let's kick off the cruise season. The weather's going to get great. And for those new members, the cruising is one of the funnest ways to meet more members and go out and use your boat. If you have to go on the cruise, that's where you really make connections. Do it. All right, that's it.
And for the new members, this is a great mixer. For the existing members and members, it's great to get to see the new members. So it's fantastic. It's a great time.
Wow, that all these events, my gosh, when you look at the calendar, then you look at your checkbook and, oh my goodness. I'd like to just keep Rick up here. He's going to talk about our junior sailing program and give you some information and just ask him any questions, and here he is.
Thank you, Rick.
Thanks. So Brad and I, Brad's the secretary, I'm the president. It's just all names, but Brad and I run the program along with Marie Stanek. And we had a summer program. We had about 6 to 8 kids, which was okay considering COVID. We went into a fall program. We had great intentions of having 6 to 8 kids. We ended up with 6 that slowly whittled down to like 3. So it's a tough program. We're going to need a lot of support, hopefully getting some of the boats off the dock so we can fill it up, fill in the void spots, get the whalers out of the water. So if anybody's willing to help out, contact me or Brad. We'll try to set up a weekend or even up a weeknight if somebody's available so we can get some of these boats up. And then the other part is the hardest part of our program is finding coaches. So it's really tough to have an intermittent program, and we're going to reach out to Orange Coast College and Long Beach State and maybe go through BOA to try to find some mature coaches. That's been some of our problems we've had in the past. So if we can get some consistency with our program, we can definitely have a program we can start in the summer and hopefully maybe in the spring, but we're looking more towards the summer. So if anybody can help out, we need some strong backs and weak minds to help carry some boats up and just get them up to our storage area, and then we're going to fill in the dock. And we have some sabots. If anybody wants a free sabot, we're trying to get rid of some of our boats that may not be fully rigged, but they look like great garden items. Or if you want to have a little dinghy that doesn't row real well. But anyways, and just contact me or Brad, and we're looking for all the help we can get. So thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Get it down just a little tiny bit. Thank you. Okay, we've had an interesting meeting with Brad and Rusty leading it for Sail Fleet. And Brad, do you want to both come up, or do you want to?
Come on, Rusty.
And so they're going to tell us what it is and all about it.
Thank you, Sally. So this is one of those situations where you're sitting around Sunday having to grow your own. You meet a new dude of the club, Rusty Eddie. He's a cool new dude. So Rusty goes, how do I, as a new sailing guy, meet up with all your experience? I said, I don't know, I've been thinking about that for a long time. Let's make it happen. So we got a calendar date. So at the last Wednesday of every month, we're having a little meeting here just to talk sailing, talk experiences, share information between us. And it's been helpful for you so far, and I think it's been helpful for me. It's great hearing different positions, different stories of what's going on out there, and just a way to kind of collaborate with our membership. And what we also want to do with that is not just meet at the club here, but get out on the water. Right? So that's a big part of it. So we're in the process of right now of figuring out a way. Troy's going to help us online to get some sort of event set up so a particular day we can go out in many boats. Yeah, a bunch of dinghies. Did we lose the microphone? Too much talking. Too much talking.
Oh, oh, the battery died. Hold on.
That's what I need my wife. She can talk.
I don't know where the other microphone is.
Can you guys hear me enough?
Yeah.
Good. So kind of the point here is Rusty and I, we talked about it with some of our other members, and just the ability to take our boats out, take people out sailing, share experiences, and just kind of go out and use our boats. So it's kind and there has been some questions is, hey, I'm a powerboater, can I join? Absolutely. So it's intended for everybody to come share experiences, and it was portrayed in Scuttlebutt as a sailing class. It's not a sailing class. What I want to do is just get the club together, share experiences, talk about it here, go out on a boat ride, learn some skills here and there.
Group therapy.
Yeah, and that's a very good point.
Seriously.
So if you have a specific thing that you want to learn, we have a lot of knowledge here. You want to learn anchoring, safety, you want to just go out and have a glass of wine while we sail, we can do that too.
Yay.
Right? So
Here you go. Good work.
Good.
All right.
thank you, Commodore. Yeah, Kim needs practice. I'm just gonna let her run the boat and I'll have the wine.
Brad, one of my new members is not here tonight. He was there at your class on Wednesday. He
Matt,
said it
right?
was Kevin.
Kevin. Oh, Kevin.
Wait, Michael.
Michael. Yes, Michael.
And he said it was awesome.
Yeah, he's the gentleman looking for a boat. So this is This is a perfect example, right? So one of the things that I see from this is if you're looking for a boat or you have an all interest, it's an opportunity to go sail on other boats. So we have a boat. I do most of my sailing on that boat. But now Rusty has Summerwind, right? With Caldwell. And we go out with Joe and Brad, Ken. We have a lot of boats that we can go out and, see what it's like out there. See what different boats are like. See what you may want to buy. See what you may not want to buy. Oh, damn, we have no catamarans here.
Yeah, we do. Ed has.
You have a catamaran? Well, sign up. Kim, go talk to them. Perfect, even better. So there's an example. So kind of what Rusty, we were talking, kind of the big picture of all of this is if you have an idea and you want to share that idea with you mentioned fishing. You have a new boat.
Right.
Start, just get on the calendars, get something going on with fishing. Scuba diving. This is our club. We can make what we want out of it. And we need to get out of our chairs and go talk to people, and then the world will be right.
Great idea.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. So do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to throw in, the genesis of this was, I started taking sailing lessons a long time ago, and then, life happened and started taking them again and got excited about it. Took more lessons and kind of, went through some, certification tests or whatever. And you learn a bazillion things in like a 6-hour period, and then you kind of don't do them again until maybe you have to. So the idea was, how do we take advantage of all the, insanely experienced seamen we have, and women, sailors, boaters, and translate it to, a guy like me, or, guys like us that are kind of new at the game. We're stepping up and maybe looking for a boat, or maybe we just got one, and there's a lot of knowledge out there. At about that same time, talking with Brad, talking with Mike, and there were a couple other people that Mike have, new boat, want to, learn how to be more responsible boaters, and, wow, what a great place to do it at a yacht club, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. And so let's learn how to sail.
So, thank you. So good point. So the last Wednesday of each month, we'll have a meeting here from 7 to 9. Bar's going to be closed. Bring your own if you want an ice chest. Not a problem. But look in your Scuttlebutt. We're trying to set up some online signups. Our idea is to go out on Sundays. Not every Sunday, but maybe once, maybe twice a month. Go out on Sundays and then kind of follow that up with a grill your own at the club. Right, so go sailing, come to grill your own, hang out, share stories. That's what we want to do, is build and share stories.
That's always the best part.
Thank you very much, Brad and Rusty. Tony, do you want to say anything before I sign off about the finish line?
Just watch the scuttlebutt. We're gonna have information so you guys can contact me, please. So I'd like to have a huge group so we can all still go boating and sailing and bigger trips, but it also have the finish line covered. It's a great opportunity for all new members, and it's a lot of fun.
Thank you, Tony. That's the end of my report. Thank you, Commodore.
Thank you, Sally. Yeah, I encourage everybody to get involved in the racing program. If you don't have a racing boat, go out on a committee boat or finish line. It's a whole lot of fun. Okay, so I want to welcome again the new members. You know, there are smaller clubs, there are larger clubs, there are cheaper clubs, and there are more expensive clubs. But you won't find a more enjoyable or fun club than this club. And thank you for making your choice, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy your membership. So with that, this concludes our February annual meeting, general meeting. Please remember to bus your tables and make sure you tip our bartender, Jamie. Yeah. Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn? All right, Mike, do I have a second? All right, the meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you very much.